Here is what you missed on Blueprint to a Man's Thoughts on Red Lipstick Vibes.
Yes.
Facts.
Right? Like potential meaning you're not, because the way I look at it is potential is what's a movie? What's that movie with Jamie Foxx played in? He was like some kind of violinist or some shit, but he was like homeless or some shit or whatever, right?
I remember the movie. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
See, that when you see that, this guy is on the side of the street playing the violin. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, you see that this guy has this ultimate talent that very few people have. That's potential. Right? Me not seeing nothing, I don't see nothing. Nothing you presenting to me says that you're either gonna be a good wife or a good mother. Nothing. Right? That I can't see the potential in that. And I think that's the problem. Our women, to a lot of times, they want to present the way they want to present, and they want us to magically see past it. And it's like, we can't. How do you expect me to do that? They fail. You're definitely wearing a hose uniform. Right? So I don't know how you want me to see past that. Don't.
Here you go. Time with that statement.
What's that statement?
90% of women are just displaying their ass and titties, and because of that reason, we are incapable of figuring out.
The statement was, why are men choosing poorly? And I said, we don't know how to identify a good woman because women.
Let's stop right there. So he says the statement was, why? The question was, why are men choosing poorly?
I wasn't choosing poorly. Choosing from the options that we have, and that's what's presented to us.
Okay. Anybody else want to hit the play button?
Why are they choosing poorly? Because they choosing. They not getting chose.
Okay.
Same speed we say. Well, your baby daddy. You've been with him for 2 years. You got knocked in the 3rd year. Now you're in the 7th year, and all of a sudden he becomes he practices DV, he in them street, he on them pills and all. We have something that's internally wrong with us where we'll make a bad decision in some type of psychological twist that hopefully turn out to be a good decision, right? Like you see, like this thing that we say called potential in people. People make a lot of decisions based off what they think this person can do, without the real hard facts of what this person actually can do or has done. Like past behavior is a good indicator of what your present behavior shall be and your future behavior shall be, right? Our picking mechanisms are off. And most times when we live in, let's say in the bottom of the bottom, which is you know what I'm saying? You're just making decisions based off of the flesh, pretty much, right? You make them weird decisions. And you gonna start off, you might have dragged it home from the club. You might have popped it. She stayed the night. You went to 7-Eleven, got a toothbrush, came back. Now she just laid back. She done took off the weave. You know what I'm saying? The brassiere is now on the radiator drying up. Like, and now before you know, y'all in a full-blown relationship.
Lord Jesus.
You know what a radiator is.
Yeah, I do. I got all of that. That was crazy. But it's funny that you say that because the relationship can just be assumed. It's not something that we kind of like discussed. We agreed upon, and that's what's unique. Like you said, we could just show up in a relationship, and in New York, it's like that too. If I give you something, we kind of go together, type of thing. But when we were younger, it was like no matter you see two girls walking down the street, no matter which one you pick, you won't pick the wrong one. The other one's gonna seem nicer. The other one's gonna seem more pleasurable. The other one's gonna seem like she dresses better. Like the grass always seems greener on the other side. And that's kind of always been the foundation that we as men operate from, that we understand that we make a choice. And that's where the commitment and the duty and all of that stuff comes into play. Because again, when two girls are walking down the street side by side, we don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know y'all. We pick one. and then we go from there. And then usually it was guys like, man, I picked the wrong one. I wish I would have picked the other one. But again, it's about how we nurture this, how we grow this, and how we connect as people. But when you got people like, these young ladies as representations, it's kind of hard to get along with somebody that's making you do stuff all the time.
Okay. So let's finish to see what was said. Hold on.
It's such a hard time with that statement.
What's that? What statement?
90% of women are just displaying their ass and titties. And because of that reason, we are incapable of figuring out.
The statement was, why are men choosing poorly? And I said, we don't know how to identify a good woman because women rather promote.
Why is it identify?
Y'all heard what he said? He said because they don't know how to identify a good woman. I hear this statement a lot in these spaces where they say that it's hard to pick a good woman because the good women are standing too close to the hoes.
To the hoes, yeah. Facts.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Facts. It's to the point. I mean, you got to look not only with these two. I mean, but with the third eye. Because, like you say, they standing right next to the hoes. I mean, the good ones could even be. You just gotta. I don't know. You just gotta hope and choose that you're picking the right one, man.
Right.
I mean, that's when the judgment comes in. The judging of character, the judging of talent. Again, this is when, that's why I speak of those things, that you got to be able to kind of see the nuances. You got to kind of be able to see the play. Like, I'm a sports person, so you got to kind of have that foresight. And again, if you're not willing to put the work in, like, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to have to put some work in. You just want it to be more probable to be able to be worked with than not. So, you know what I mean? I can't say I disagree with him, but I believe we all want helpful, nurturing, like, kind women. I don't think we differ there, but being able to recognize it, I think, specifically based on surroundings and, women that we've been in contact with, then we may differ from who we pick and why we pick them. But I think we all want kind, nurturing, sugar, spice, and everything nice type girls, I think.
Right. Okay, let's finish and see what he's saying.
Give me one moment. Why is identifying a woman at the moment that you see her? Why is that the identification?
Because that's
why
when you
can
see
you not
ass and titties. What you're wearing right now is something that a will look at as ass and titties.
Okay. What?
So what she's saying is, so she's having a problem with, why are you judging a woman by the outfit that she's wearing when you first see her? So she's like, why are you identifying them as that? Just because.
First of all, because we're visual as men, sis. And second of all, look what you got on.
Right, because he just said, what you got on right there is like ass and titties. So he was like,
right. So imagine if you was in your birthday suit, Shorty, we done.
Right. Yeah.
This is crazy. It's like they want to dress the part, but don't want to be called don't want to have the title that comes with it.
Right. Right. Right.
We call a spade a spade. If it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck.
It's a ducky.
Thank you, sis. I'm sitting my water.
Anybody else want to say things when they before I hit that like button?
That don't even make sense. There's literally something called church attire. Literally something called work attire, called street attire. They're things they're separate things for a reason, man. So if you want to wear streetwalker attire, what do you think somebody's going to think and see you at? They want no responsibility for their bad decision. This is insanity. I'm done. This is
do what they
doesn't make sense.
Can't tell them nothing.
Got Trent frustrated.
Sense,
Lord Jesus, what's going on?
It don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense.
Hey, bro, you hear the accent starting to come out?
What is going on?
We about to go to Trinidad, Jamaica.
Yo, let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, that shit don't make no sense. Yo, Beans, what's poppin', boy? What's good?
What up, Beans?
Yo.
Oh, that was long.
Well, what just happened right there?
It's long. I don't know.
I'm trying to fix my thing. Thing. Hey, Beans, welcome to the panel. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, man. You know what? I actually was supposed to be. I had an interview locked in for this time, but she rescheduled, so
Okay.
able to pull up. I'm kind of glad too, though, because I was tired. I wouldn't have been my energetic self. Really, I would have been like, "So, where were you born?"
Oh, so you come over here to be born? Okay.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, over here it's more people, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't all on me, you know.
Get you back up live, Beans. We'll get you back live.
Right, you know.
So, did you get to see the clip, or you want to see it? It's not long, so you want to review it so you can get some to understand what we're talking about.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm having such a hard time with that statement.
What's that? What statement?
90% of women are just displaying their ass and titties, and because of that reason, we are incapable of figuring out.
The statement was, why are men choosing poorly? And I said, we don't know how to identify a good woman because women rather promote.
Why is give me one moment. Why is identifying a woman at the moment that you see her? Why is that the identification?
Because that's
why
what you see ass and titties. What you're wearing right now is something that we'll look at as ass and titties.
Okay.
I can't agree with both of y'all. Obviously, I think visuals do play a part. With men look a certain way aesthetically, whether we driving cars, if we look like we got money, women are going to be attracted to him. They might judge that man and think
exactly
just
the
about
same
money.
shit.
Just the way a man might see a woman being provocative and see, okay, maybe she's just that type of woman.
Okay, what y'all think? Y'all heard the complete clip? Are the young brothers right?
Yeah, sound about right. Yeah, I mean, it's just the logic of it. You displaying what your goods. That's what we looking at. I mean, if we was driving fast cars, throwing up money, you would think we're baller, but that's rent. Then we throwing up. But we ain't gonna tell you that. So I don't know.
Doctors still say they thirst trapping.
Hey.
God damn, Doc. Is that a diagnosis? All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Beans, what you got? What you think about the clip, Beans?
I don't want to be a hypocrite, right? Because part of my platform is not completely judging people with what they present you with. But it's one of those I don't know if I'm using it right. Catch-22. I need to ask ChatGPT what that shit really means, because I've been hearing it all my life, but I don't know if it
is. And you damned if you do, and you damned if you don't.
Okay, that's what it is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I should have knew somebody from New York would know. So, they know everything. Shout out to the
Lord Jesus. There it is, and there it goes.
They has know right everything. But, okay. If I judge you off of what you're presenting, right, then I'm minimizing your evolution. Something got you to where you are today. Now, the thing about it is I don't have to be with you. So we're just talking about understanding. We're not talking about like I have to be in a relationship with you. We're just talking about understanding. So if I'm telling men, and more specifically women, if you meet a guy today and he's 34 years old and you looking at it like he ain't this and he that and he act like this and he ain't that, you have no clue why any of those things are. I just don't know if that's necessarily the way to treat somebody. you know? So it's hard for me to say that. But then on the other hand, guess what? I want to make the right decisions for myself. Right. So if you're presenting something that's a hindrance or dangerous to me, whether that's my peace of mind, whether that's financially, whether that's whatever, okay, cool. I don't have to be judgmental, right? Which is over criticizing you, but I am gonna judge you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. They say you can't judge a book by its cover. I'll be like, she.
Right.
I mean, and that's sophistication in it, Beans. A lot of people don't have the sophistication to be able to differentiate. Again, you know, Apollo, just Showtime at the Apollo showed me that you not only judge, you judge within a certain window, because they show you exactly who they are. I don't need to watch the whole game. I could see one or two plays of the game, like, yeah, they gonna lose. My wife, like, how you knew they was gonna lose? Like, the first play, them niggas showed me they just wasn't ready. And sometimes you have to be able to bulletproof yourself and guard yourself from, like you said, the dangers that may be by having a certain scrutiny.
Right.
Yeah. You want me as women, I think women want us to peer into what is possible. I just don't know if men can do that when it becomes matters of the heart. That's women say that's how they move. I thought he had the potential. Right? I don't think men move like that. Oh, we ain't looking at the potential. We're looking at what it is.
Facts.
Right? Like, potential meaning you're not, because the way I look at it is potential is what's a movie? What's that movie with Jamie Foxx played in? He was like some kind of violinist or some shit, but he was like homeless or some shit or whatever, right?
I remember the movie. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
See, that when you see that, this guy's on the side of the street playing the violin. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, you see that this guy has this ultimate talent that very few people have. That's potential. Right? Me not seeing nothing, I don't see nothing. Nothing you presenting to me says that you're either going to be a good wife or a good mother. Nothing. Right? That I can't see the potential in that. And I think that's the problem. Our women, to a lot of times, they want to present the way they want to present, and they want us to magically see past it. And it's like, we can't. How do you expect me to do that? They fail. You're definitely wearing a ho's uniform. Right? So I don't know how you want me to see past that. Don't. Oh, I just did a short. The girl, titties big as hell, beautiful brown African melanins. I'm talking about melanin big titties. They are so beautiful. These are some of the most amazing titties I've ever seen in my life. I'm not just saying.
Let's go.
Right?
Oh, you know, I gotta play it.
Do you know you're a little whore? Let me explain something to y'all. These are some of the best, I promise you, ever. In the history of mankind, ever, bro.
I want to play my titty drop.
Look, and she know it, right? So this is what she do on her video, right? She's being funny. But this is what she do on her video. She come out and she talking and doing her body like this so that the titties
She thirst trapping,
So she like, listen, this is exactly what she said. And she African too, so she got the accent. She's like, I understand that I have the glory of God in front of me. Right? And she
the boobs out and she talk about the glory of God.
This is what she said verbatim. I have the glory of God in front of me, right? She was like, but don't forget your last knee. Yeah. But she's like, but don't forget your last knee. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Absolutely. Yep. You can't stand in front of me talking and shaking your titties like that and expect for me not to. You want me to see past that? You're out of your mind. It's not gonna happen.
So what do you guys think about when? Because before you came up here, Beans, I asked the guys about this saying I hear in these spaces a lot, that the good women are standing too close to the hoes. That's why men are choosing badly, because you can't tell the difference between the good women and the bad women because they're standing too close to each other. What do you say about that?
Well, you know what I say. I say all women are prostitutes. I say that all the time. I don't know if it's necessarily that the good women are standing too close to the hoes. I think they just all hoes right now. And that's the real problem, right? Is that the whole culture has been glorified.
Lord Jesus.
And that's what's wrong, is the good women think it's okay to be hoes. And if not hoes, hoe-ish. That's the
Beans,
reason.
I'm gonna push back a little bit, just a little bit, Beans, because even when I hear you guys kind of walk down these ladies and the ladies sit in different forums, when the word hoe come up, they be like, not me. No, I'm not none of my friends, not me and none of my friends. So hoes is still not a good thing. So I'm confused. Are they identifying with the whole culture, or is it everybody but them?
Well, I think what it is that it's certain environments.
They all, bro. Like I said, they doing the activity. They just don't want the title.
I think the environment matters, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Freaknik. People came to Freaknik and did things that they wouldn't do otherwise. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of like how it is, right? So it all depends on what the environment is. So if we on a panel with some high value men, the women probably gonna play along. Another short that I'm working on right now, Red, is a girl doing a video where she's saying y'all women don't submit enough. Y'all don't listen to y'all man enough. If my man tell me to jump off a bridge and he gonna catch me at the bottom, I'm jumping off.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that on TikTok. Mm-hmm.
It sounds good. The only problem is she's literally verbatim repeating the video that this other girl did.
Yeah, that's what they do. We repurpose other content.
Cosplaying in a way.
Well, y'all, they steal answers. Told you.
Right? Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I think it all depends on what environment they in. But I think in the general sense, I think, bro, twerking, stripping, all of that has been normalized. All of that behavior. See-through leggings, all of that shit has just been normalized. Just the whole sexual energy thing, 24 hours a day. You going to pick your kids up from school with this shit on. It's just been.
So let me ask y'all, with it being so normalized, you telling me there are no roses growing through the concrete? So the women who don't dress like that, the women who can take correction from a man, the women who don't have a fear of missing out at everything, it's not easier to kind of see them through the trees in the forest, or it's just forest?
Yeah, but
not per se, because they all growing from the same soil. You still gotta weed them out.
God damn it.
Wait, no, but the thing is they're married.
There we go.
The ones you talking about don't actually count. They already chosen, scooped up. Listen, this is gonna sound wrong, right, to a lot of women, but if you're over a certain age and you're still single, it's you. Like, we go. It's some things about you, right, that ain't right. Period, point blank. Now, I know people say that ain't 100%. Nothing is.
That's a fact.
Right? So that we don't have to make the all or not all arguments.
That's a fact.
But I'm just saying, as a general rule of thumb, right? Or things could have went wrong. And see, now, let me say that just because I want people to know that I know it ain't 100%. Because I just talked to somebody who was doing it right and things went wrong. And guess what? Now they're doing it right separately.
Right.
They're doing it right separately than they did together. And it's amazing. I can't wait to end it. Right. But I'm just saying, as a general rule of thumb, my man them said this on the show the other day. I forget the name of the podcast. Oh, not the shop. He said, so all of y'all 40, and ain't none of y'all got no man, ain't none of y'all married, and it ain't you? Right? So that's just what it is, bro. The good ones are scooped up already.
Beans.
Yep.
Beans, the point you made about environment, right? Environment is extremely, extremely important to how any living organism is raised.
That's a fact.
Any single one. When we talk about, let's bring it back to human. Us being the highest point of species, right? Walking around bipedal, et cetera, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could experience trauma. And the brain is such a remarkable thing. It will mask that trauma, and you continue to go along and go along and go along life and go along life, and not realizing that the certain behaviors that you exhibit here and there, a little petty theft right here, a little cheat here and there, a little a lie here and there, scheme this, scam. These things, a lot of these things are based in the backside traumas of your mind, because you're actually looking for that fulfillment of something else that you lost.
Mm-hmm.
So if we think about what you're saying, which I agree 1,000%, I'm not saying you're off the marquee at all. Are we that traumatized at the point that we can't even bond together? Right? So my trauma gotta be, let's say my trauma gotta be abuse. Does your trauma have to be something that's offsetting to it, that we can actually come together and yin and yang it? You understand what I'm saying? So like let's say your trauma is poverty and mine is abuse, right? Do they offset each other enough that we can bond? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we can actually say it's a lot of trauma. It's how we deal with the traumas, and if we do go take the route to seek it out, purge it, right, and get better. So the example you brought up with your people that you know, that they said they was doing it properly, right, and then they end up single and they still doing it properly or better the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
The picking mechanism and the choosing mechanism inside of you that makes you choose your mate is still off.
Probably.
Because you didn't get down the road to whatever your end goal was, per se, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Because the question becomes then, can everybody, or is everybody supposed to just get along forever, right? Or at least for the duration of the children becoming grown and getting out. I don't think that's a fair ask, right? Some people are going to separate. It's just that simple, because we're making our own choices in people. Mm-hmm. So but like I say, and I don't want to put too much of it out there because it's gonna come out in the interview, but 6 kids, 4 boys, 2 girls. The boys live with the dad and the daughters live with the mama. I think that's some shit to salute, fam. I ain't gonna even lie. The relationship didn't last, but y'all got it going like that? Where he got the boys and you got the girls and y'all doing y'all thing and ready to get, man, salute to y'all. Cause there's some real dramatic shit going on out here with these people co-parent. And
that's the thing, Beans. We talk about this all the time, and it was in our title for the most part. Conscious parents. We might not be able to be together. We didn't say promote conscious couples or promote conscious marriages. We said promote conscious parents, because when you become conscious of being a parent, that's when you produce a better child, and that child will become a better adult, and that adult will probably be a positive adult. But we just saying, but great point, Beans. Great point, Trent.
And absolutely. And most processes, the woman would rather will try to take all the kids and not do it that way.
True. And just seeing where everybody's talents lie, like, you know what I mean? Like Bean said, they just solidified, like, this is the right thing to do. Like, let's concentrate the kids where we're best fitted, and then we go from there. And I, like you said, salute to them, because it's just an awareness that they both have, that their kids' best interest is probably the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what's so crazy too? I mean, I think that was a dope analogy that you used about the traumas, right? So I've historically been the kind of guy where I liked chicks who were insecure because I could love them out of it, right? And love them in a way where they like never thought nobody would ever love them like that. And I was beautiful. So they didn't expect it from me. Right? But it's not the same today. That the general programming of discord between black men and black women, just speaking about us in general, or more specifically rather, I think that's just something that's very difficult for people to overcome. So even if it's not necessarily that the traumas were offset, I just think that you could love a person and be empathetic and understanding to whatever their plight was. And I think that's very difficult to do today based on this whole gender war thing that we got going on. In regular conversations, think about it like this. The only reason why all of these red pill manosphere content creator spaces exist is because the drama is actually there. If the drama wasn't actually there and people couldn't resonate with it, nobody would watch. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that people can actually resonate with it and understand it. And so that's why we tune in. So I think really the bigger issue is not the traumas, because I think we could help each other get through those. I think it's this programming that we got, man against woman thing. But if you believe in the Bible, we wasn't going to avoid it anyway.
Enmity, baby. Enmity. You got it, sis.
Okay. So we're about to get into our main topic. We're going to talk about this man card, okay? But I came from something.
I'm sorry, my wife is in the kitchen washing dishes. I'm sorry. Let me mute. My wife is in the kitchen washing dishes. I'm sorry. Let me mute.
Brother, did you do a shade?
Damn.
Shade and stuff. Okay. But I saw something and I didn't know this was something until I saw this clip. So
thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more of my shows, click right here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. See you in the next one.